This is the business model presentation of our company, FoodArk. I am Pusluri Siddhartha Aravind, the CEO of FoodArk. Here at FoodArk, we provide home-cooked meals prepared by housewives, which are which are taken to the nearby trucks to the customers, so that it is easier for the customers to pick it from. And how do we do this? We use an application created by our team. This application allows the customer to put in orders from a pre-existing menu or allow for custom creation of an order. And in case of a custom creation, it takes a little time for the order to be delivered because it requires for the order to be verified by the chefs initially. And this will be taken further in detail by our CTO. And now, taking our product vision, our vision is to provide a service that will be deemed to be reliable, consistent, and creative, to build a franchise where the journey the food takes is appreciated as much as the food is. And now, on what values do we base our company? We base the company on these values, which we call SHIFA: safety, health, employment, flexibility, and accessibility. These 5 values is what we consider the most important because of the current situation, which is the pandemic. We prioritize these over everything else. And now, many of us have been asked these questions about why we wanted to go with this business, that is FoodArk. We had many ideas for working with FoodArk initially as well, and now after performing a customer survey, we've actually understood that the need is more than ever. As you can see in this first image here, that there are nearly 41.7%, which is a good amount, where there are no food trucks as such near any station, any colleges. And in this case, it shows that a large amount of people want to eat healthy food from food trucks, which is what we exactly provide. And now, though there are many challenges when it comes to food truck industry, and especially since we plan to base our company initially in Bangalore, there is a lot of challenges there as well. The first one would be competition. Bangalore is the hub for food trucks. There are a large number of food trucks providing variety of cuisines and food styles as well, like Spitfire Barbecue and SWAT Truck as well. But what we try to provide is something different to them, and we, in that sense, are able to put forward our product in a much better way as well. That is what we believe. And now, taking the next challenge, that is hygiene. As the current situation is really dire, many of the people are concerned about the hygiene. Do not worry. We'll be taking most secure processes into consideration, like taking everyday temperature checks for the chefs and every single personnel before they are providing the food or even making them as well. And now, the plan of the project is simple but very, very important for us. We first plan to build our project initially in Bangalore, which provides a good number of opportunities for our business to grow. And since we work with our business in with the help of a lean model, we're able to work in pieces and pieces and work our company to a much better situation. And in that situation, we're able to get a good customer base, and we're able to cover the initial investment and get a good profit. And upon doing so, we plan to expand our company to cities like Kota and Vellore, where there is a huge customer base in terms of students. And now, the following is the timeline of the project that we worked with throughout, and this is the initial phase that we had, and this would be the incremental phase where we took in multiple changes and such as well. And now my teammates would be taking forward the ideas and showing everything else in more detail. Thank you.
I'm Sakshi Gupta, the CTO of FoodArk. CTO stands for Chief Technological Officer. As a CTO, what is my role? Since our main focus is to provide fresh and healthy meals to our customers, the mobile application plays a pivotal role in acting as a medium of interface between our users and our employees. So, as a CTO, there are 3 major roles. Number 1, designing a user-friendly app for our employees and customers. Number 2, regularly updating the app based on the customer feedback. Number 3, maintaining the servers which store sensitive information about the customer. So now, let me give you a walkthrough of the 2 applications we have designed one for our customers and the other for our man.
So, talking about a customer app. On clicking, when you open the app, you'll go to the onboarding screen, which will give you two options, either to log in or sign up. After logging in, you will reach the home screen, which will provide you with menu options like searching for a particular truck, today's menu, our special offers for the day. You can also place custom orders with our app, and at last, changing the settings of your profile. After you have selected a meal that you want to order, simply add it to cart and proceed for payment. Talking about the Truck Manager's app. Upon opening the app, you go to the onboarding screen, which takes you to the login. After logging into this app, you will go to the home page, which will again give you a set of options, which is one, setting the location of the truck. Second option, you can check today's menu. Third option, you can check the orders that have been placed by your customers. And also, you can check the details of each order that is placed. You can also check the order history, like the orders that have been completed and the payments done for the day. You can also check the feedback that is provided by your customers. Upon opening the customer's app, you will come to the landing page. From here, you either need to log in using your existing account or sign up for a new one. If you have got a referral code, if you can use the referral code and get benefits. After logging in, you will come to a map which will show you your location as well as the location of the food trucks near you. You can either select a food truck from here or search for your favorite dishes. Upon going to the menu screen, you can scroll through all the dishes that we have for you. And you can select any dish that you like, add it to your cart, go to the payment section, select your method of payment, and your order will be placed. After you have picked up your order, it will also show you a feedback forum where you can give us feedback for the service that we provide. Upon opening the Truck Manager's app, you will come to the landing screen. From here, you need to log in using your manager ID and the passcode given to you. After logging in, a map will be displayed on which you can select the location of your truck, and using this toggle button, you can make sure that your truck is visible to our customers. After setting the location, you come to the menu screen. First menu being placed orders, where you can see all the orders that are being placed by your customers along with the timestamp. After, you can click on a particular order to see its details, who placed the order and the contact details of the particular person. After giving the order, you can click on this button here to make sure that the order gets closed. You can scroll through the menu to see what all dishes we have for the particular day. And in the order history section, you can see all the dishes that we have served till now, along with the timestamp, amount paid, and the mode of payment. And you can also go to the feedback forum, which will show you a list of all the feedbacks provided by our customers so that we can serve them better.
Hello, I'm Vaishnavi, the head of human resources in FoodArk, and I'm here to walk you through all the aspects that comprises of human resources in our startup. Firstly, my roles and responsibilities. Talent management. That includes recruiting, hiring, supporting, and retaining our employees. And I'm also responsible for resolving any workplace conflicts. Compensation and benefits. I'll be deciding the incentives and benefits that has to be provided to our employees. So I'll also make sure that the employees are trained well once they're hired and developed constantly to be efficient in their work. Fourthly, I'll be making sure that we adhere by the law and maintain the legality of the venture. Lastly, I make sure that workplace safety measures are intact and are practiced without leniency. Over to employee requirement. It is categorized into two, primary employees and secondary employees. Primary employees are those people who will be working off the truck and comprises of the housewives. Secondary employees are those people who will be working on the truck and comprises of drivers, staff members, truck managers, and the chefs. Further, we'll be requiring 60 housewives, 10 for each truck for preparing healthy homemade food. Secondary employees. We'll be requiring 3 chefs for manning the kitchen in 3 trucks with cooking stations. We'll be requiring 6 truck managers for looking over all the operations in a particular truck. We'll be hiring 6 staff and 6 drivers for attending the service window and driving around the truck. So putting together, we have 60 primary employees and 21 secondary employees of the workforce in a particular city. And all these employees will be hired based on the skill set required for each position. Over to task flow. So all the orders will be received by truck managers via the app. And based on the food that is ordered, it is either prepared by the chef or the food that is prepared by the housewives is delivered to the customer by the staff. Benefits and compensations. This is required to ensure the well-being of our employees. So we decided to provide 14 days of paid and 25 days of unpaid leave. And to create a competitive and healthy environment, we decided to give an exclusive incentive to the best employee of the month. And further, they'll be also receiving non-monetary benefits. We aspire to create a friendly and inclusive work environment. Over to the legal aspects. So for starting up our venture, we'll be requiring 6 permits and licenses. Those are food license, trade license, fire department NOC, pollution clearance, infrastructure license, and labor license. Over to tax registrations. We have to register for income tax, GST, and professional tax. And now we come to the end of human resources. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sanika Tambe and I'm the marketing head at Food Arc. Have you ever lived away from your home and missed the delicious home cooked meals? Have you wondered where else will I be able to find such hygienic and fresh food? Food Arc is the solution. We are going to provide really healthy, home cooked, hygienic, and inexpensive food as opposed to other food truck businesses which provide fast food. Our target customers will be in the age group of 18 to 40 years who are living away from their homes and want a really inexpensive and delicious alternative to their existing sources. We are initially going to start in Bangalore. Bangalore's organized food service market is 20,000 crore rupees, and the number of salaried employees in the IT hubs of Bangalore is 1.5 million. This shows that we have a huge potential customer base. We are going to create awareness of our service using various marketing strategies. In the initial 3 years, we are going to use flyer distribution, email marketing, blog writing, as well as social media to generate awareness about our service. So we will use social media, emails, and blogs in the first year. In the second year, we will continue with our social media campaign, and we will also collaborate with bloggers and vloggers to generate more awareness and also to increase our customer base. In the third year, we are going to continue with the initial strategy and also use Google Ads for highly optimized and targeted ads. We will use YouTube ads, newspapers, and Spotify ads in the fourth year, and in the fifth year, we are going to use TV commercials and billboards as the mode of advertisement. We will use social media completely to our advantage, and we will focus on Instagram marketing. The reason being that Instagram is a leisure app and people usually surf it when they are bored. So they are more likely to click on the food advertisements while surfing on Instagram. We are going to incorporate bright and attractive colors on our page, with the base color being green. Our competitors' pages have solid colors such as Fresh Menu, Fasos, and Subway, and they have shown really aesthetic pictures of food items. This is the sample of our Instagram profile. We are going to use interactive Instagram stories, post daily content of food and photos of the food that we are serving, as well as various deals that are available on our app. This will be really interactive for our customers and it will help increase our customer base. This is the sample of various posts that we are going to use on various social media platforms. Other social media platforms will be LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Pinterest. This is a sample of the TV commercials and YouTube ads. marketing initiatives that we are going to take for the benefit of our customers will be referral system, where we will provide referral codes to our customers on downloading the app. They can share it with their friends and family and get coupons in exchange. On every purchase, we will give our customers coupons which they can later avail for free dishes or discount on dishes. We are also going to incorporate a feedback loop, and we are going to take surveys on our app from customers. We are going to take reviews on various food items that we are providing, and our customers can rate us from 1 to 5 stars. We will also keep a customer feedback forum in our app. This way, we will incorporate LSM in our business model. This is it for marketing. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Syed Singh Chawla and my registration number is 18BCE 2094. I'm the head of operations and logistics at Foodark. So, what all do I have to do? As the head of operations and logistics, my main aim is to ensure smooth functioning of our food trucks every single day. Some of my basic responsibilities are designing of the food truck, supply chain management, ensuring that all the health and safety standards have been met. Also, packaging of the food is one of my main responsibilities. Coming on to one of the most important responsibilities for me, which is truck design. For a food truck, we need to optimize the area and minimize the cost. This will help us in lowering our initial investment and will also help us to maximize the amount of area which is present inside a food truck. Also, our food truck needs to be equipped with all the safety equipment, and we are having two types of trucks for Foodark. One is the food truck which is just for the delivery of the food which is made by the housewives. The other one is for the delivery as well as the live preparation of the food. This is the design of the food truck which I have made, and it has the following components. It has a sink, a water heater, an oven range, a food preparation area, and it has refrigeration and storage areas as well. The window will be used to give out food from the food truck. Now, as told before, that we'll be having two types of food trucks. The food truck which is just for delivery will cost us about 2 lakh rupees, and the food truck which is having live preparation as well will cost us about 3 lakh rupees. The link for the food truck seller has been mentioned here. Coming on to the next thing, which is supply chain. This domain has 3 subdomains. Now, the first subdomain is raw materials. I have allotted about 50,000 rupees monthly for this subdomain, and this includes ingredients, health and safety equipment, food preparation requirements. We'll be aiming to get these raw materials from India Mart, or we can also target local traders inside Bangalore to get all these raw materials. Now, the next subdomain is fuel. As a food truck will be traveling to pick up the food from each of the housewives every day, it'll be traveling a lot on a daily basis, and that's why I've allotted 13,000 rupees monthly for the fuel expenditure. Now, the next thing is packaging. We'll be having two types of packaging. One is the packaging for the food which is prepared by housewives, and the second one is the packaging for the food which is made inside the truck. Coming on to my next responsibility, which is supply chain management. We'll be following this flowchart for the supply chain management. As we'll be purchasing raw material weekly, we'll be checking whether that raw material is for long-term usage or not. If it's not for long-term usage, we can directly store that raw material inside the trucks. But if it's for long-term usage, we'll have to store that raw material in the refrigerators in the truck, or we have to store those raw materials in the deep refrigerators which are present in the warehouse. We'll be doing regular quality and expiry checks for these raw materials, and if they don't pass these checks, we'll be discarding them directly. We also need a warehouse for the following purposes. We need the warehouse for parking of trucks overnight, for storage of items, and also for delivery and stocking of raw materials. The cost breakdown for warehouse is mentioned here with the links for the sellers. We'll be also following all the health and safety guidelines which are given by FSSAI, and keeping the pandemic in mind, we've also added some sanitization guidelines to it as well. Coming on to the last part, which is eco-friendly packaging. As restaurants pack their food in multiple layers of plastic, we aim to reduce that because it has a lot of bad impact on the environment. We aim to take small steps towards a complete eco-friendly packaging so that we can reduce our impact on the environment. Now, this is the expansion roadmap for us. We'll be in Bangalore for the first couple of years, expanding our customer base there. And in the third year, we'll be expanding our venture to Vellore, where we'll be having new customers, and most of them will be students. In the fourth year, we are planned to expand to Kota, and in the fifth year, we'll be operating in all of these cities simultaneously, managing all the branches. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Ritik Gupta and I am Chief Finance Officer of Foodark. So, as a Chief Finance Officer, my main function is to look after the growth of the company as well as to manage the finances of the company. So I have divided the startup cost structure into four main parts. Setup cost, which is 15,65,000, running cost, which is 1,60,000, variable cost, which is 10,76,000, and a fixed cost, which is 37 lakhs. So in startup cost breakup, I have included the food and normal truck purchases, which will cost us around 15 lakhs, deep freezer purchases, which will cost around 21,000, and all the licenses, which will cost us around 44,000. So the total cost for setup is around 15,65,000. Similarly, I have divided the running cost into further parts, which is like flyer distribution and printing cost, CPC marketing cost, and CPM marketing, which will be costing us total of 1,60,000. And then variable cost breakup involves miscellaneous for trucks, raw materials that will be requiring fuel, and cleaning and finishing of warehouse, which will be costing us around 10,76,000. And finally, the fixed cost breakup, which involves the warehouse rent, driver and staff salary, tech staff salary, which will cost us around 37 lakh. So the total amount that we'll be requiring in the first year of the startup is 65 lakhs. We'll be needing 65 lakhs in the first year. So we have divided the funding into two main parts. First, we'll be investing 5 lakhs each, which is 35 lakhs, as we are equal stakeholders in the startup. And second, we'll be taking a 30 lakh loan under the CGS credit guarantee scheme, which allows the loan up to 2 crore rupees. Then margins will be having around 20% margins on each order, which is very less as compared to our competitors such as Swiggy, Zomato, Uber Eats, which have at least 30% margin on each and every product and every order the consumer or user make. Income in the first year. So as we are targeting Bangalore in our first year, so we have planned to target 2 lakh orders in the first year with an approx cost income of rupees 125 on each order, and taking our commission of 20%, which is 25 rupees, we have targeted to generate rupees 50 lakh in the first year. In the second year, we are targeting around 4 lakh orders, and our income is expected to be rupees 1 crore. And the startup expenditure is around 50 lakh 56,000, including all the cost. In the third year, we are planning to generate an income of rupees 1 crore 55 lakhs, and also we are planning to expand our venture to Vellore, which will involve an expansion cost of 10,21,000 rupees further, and there will be increase in all the other costs. In the fourth year, we'll be expanding our venture to Kota. Our expected income is rupees 2 crore 20 lakh. In the fifth year, we'll be running in these 3 cities only. So our total income is expected to be around 2 crore 87 lakhs 50,000, as we are targeting around 10 lakh orders in Bangalore, 1 lakh orders in Vellore, and 50,000 orders in Kota. So this is basically the balance sheet of all the 5 years that I've told you about expenditure, income, and profit. This is income versus year graph. As you can see how our income is increasing with the year. And we have calculated our break-even point, and it is expected to be around in 1.5 years. And after that, from second year, we'll be focusing more on expanding from the profit that we have generated. And in this way, we have calculated our break-even, like what will be the fixed cost in 1.5 years, what would be the running variable cost, and how we are how much we'll be generating income. As you can see, we'll be generating 50 lakhs in the first year, and from 1 to 1.5 years, we'll be generating around 40 lakhs, and including all the taxes and other costs, we are having a net loss and profit of 0, which clearly indicates that this is at 1.5 years we'll be having our break-even point. Thank you.
I am S. Mugilarasan, and I will be talking about the positioning and risk analysis of our startup. Some of the risks that our startup will be facing are like customer getting sick, partnership, unavailability of cook. As we are hiring housewives as cook, there might be an emergency that they might leave, lack of taste, losing reputations, business interruption, liability, discrimination and harassment, and technical issues, which can be solved with respective strategy that is given here. To know the strength and weakness of our startup, SWOT analysis is done, which implies strength as homemade food, which are healthy, and customization of menu. Lack of experience, fixed position, and lack of reputation as our weakness. Most of the food stalls, restaurants, and hotels are closed, and employing housewives as cook will be helping us to gain attention of people as our opportunity. Accidents, government policies, and new competitors as our threat are the things we have for startup. To understand the market, POTUS analysis and PEST analysis are done. threat of new entrant is a medium level because of high capital requirement and lack of experience. Power of supplier is low as there are many suppliers in the market. Power of buyer is medium because of the price sensitivity of the customers, as there are similar kind of food at small cost difference available, and also the loyalty of customer toward that product. Threat of substitute is medium because there are many other products available in the market like fast food, ready-made food. The price, performance and quality of the product makes the difference here. Rivalry is high because of there are more competitors in our targeted area, which affects our growth rate. But with our competitive advantage and innovations, we will be stabilized. Coming to pest analysis, change in policies, corruption level, inflation rate, employment rate, trends, languages, change in technology, the things that will be affecting our business. Coming to competitor analysis, our competitors are SWAT, Spitfire BBQ, Great Indian Booker, D3, Go Waffles, Lalit Food Truck Company. We differ from them by providing delicious homemade food at an affordable price that is cooked by housewives. And the targeted area, tech parks and institution give us an advantage because there will be many staying away from home for work and education purposes. We love to have a homemade food. Coming to Ansoff Matrix, a strategy to develop in different aspects of markets and product is made. Market penetration by improving the marketing, reducing the operational cost, product development by providing new combos, modifying the existing product, strategic partnership, and market development by expanding by our business, catering to new customer segments, increasing the brand awareness, and diversification by merging and acquisition. With our proposed marketing plan and strategy, we have positioned our brand where our target market is Bangalore, Kota, and Vellore, and people who are healthy conscious and between the age of 18 to 40. Some taglines we decided to use are makes you feel home, homemade food away from home. And we promise you to provide delicious and at the same time healthy food. We reason to believe our food made and delivered directly from home. We follow all the food safety protocols. And for the visual image of brand positioning, perpetual mapping is done with our competitors. For the exit plan, we focus on grow big and sell big. First, we will be focusing on improving the market value of our business. Second, valuation. Then identifying the potential companies and sell it. Licensing. And after improving the market value, we also have an opportunity to get merged or acquired by a good company.